So in this video, we're going to look at squaring these circle bobble motifs, and we're also going to join the two together. So if you're making a blanket, you're going to make a bunch of these and then you will line them all up and join them. So this is one that I've already squared. You basically work clusters of trebles, that's UK double trebles. I work in US terms. So you've got 3 trebles with a chain 2 space, 3 doubles, UK trebles, and then 3 half doubles or UK half trebles, 3 half doubles there, and your 3 doubles again, 3 trebles and a chain 2. So that's what you work around each corner. So I'm just going to set that one aside and I'm going to join the yarn to this circle. Now, I've done an invisible join here, but that's where the last row ended. Sorry, my cat wants to get involved, as always. You can see where the round has ended by just seeing how many stitches. So I've got an extra chain between those bubbles. So it doesn't really matter where you join your yarn. Just make sure you try and be consistent. So I'm going to join it in effectively the first stitch of the round. I'm going to work with the right side facing me. And then I'm just going to slip that through, and I'm going to chain 2 to start, but this does not count as the stitch. So I'm going to start, I'll work one side of square, or 2 sides of squaring the circle, and then the third side I will join it to the other square. So I'm going to start with the double crochet section, so that's here, just after the corner. I'm going to work 3 double crochet into that first stitch. Just going to pull that tight. Then I'm going to skip 2 stitches and work 3 half doubles. And I'm going to skip 2 stitches. I'm not doing any chains or anything like that here, just skip 2 stitches and then work 3 half doubles there. And I'm going to skip 2 stitches again, 3 doubles. And skip 2, and then I'm going to work the corner. So I'm going to yarn over twice to make my treble. I'm going to work 3 trebles. Then I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to work 3 more trebles in the same space. So that completes my first corner. So that's one row done, basically. So I have the corner on that row, finish with the corner on the last row here. So I'm just going to work the second row. So skip 2, 3 doubles, and fast forward through this bit. Now, when I come to this corner, I work my 3 trebles. Whoops. And after I've worked my chain 2, this is when I'm going to start the first join to this piece. What I'm going to do, I could slip stitch through it, but I want it to be loose. So I'm just going to take that hook out. I'm just going to rejoin it the other side. So effectively, now you need to make sure you've got the right side spacing. I'll just pop it down so you can see a bit better. So I've not really joined it as such, I've just threaded that chain 2 through that loop. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just carry on and work the rest of my 3 trebles into that same space. So I'm going to finish working the corner. Now, when I get to join the next section, let's just pop it down so you can see. So my next section, I'm going to skip 2 stitches and work 3 doubles. Here I've sort of threaded the chain through, but I'm not making a chain here. I could take it off and just do the same, pull the loop through. But actually what I'm just going to do, because it's easier and it looks similar, is just to slip stitch into that gap. So just before I do it, you can see, so I'm just going to slip stitch into that gap between the 3 stitch groups. I'll do that before I work the next treble. As you do this, you'll be able to kind of work with the 2 together a lot quicker, but I'm just showing you so it looks a lot more fiddly than it is. So I'm now going to work my 3 doubles. Then again, I'm just going to slip stitch into the gap. Don't want to slip stitch too tightly, you want there to be some space. Miss 2, and then I'm going to work 3 half doubles, into that one. So you work the same stitch pattern round. You just do this little slip stitch between the groups of stitches. Whoops. All fingers and toes today. To another set of 3 half doubles. Slip stitch. Then I'm going to work 3 doubles in that 3rd stitch, so skipping 2. Then I'm going to slip stitch into that one there. Then I'm going to work my next corner, so 3 trebles. So when I've made my 3, again, this is where I chain 2, take the hook out, and then I'm just going to pop that through there and pull it back up. This just allows a little bit of movement. So then I'm going to work my next 3 trebles. And just before I show you the corner, I'm just going to work the beginning of the last round. Skip 2, just so you can see it better. I'm just going to pause for a bit there. So this will stretch out a little when you block it, but again, this is the reason, not to crochet, not to slip stitch too tightly. But you can see how the joins have worked. So the next one, I'll work one up there, and then you'll join it on 2 sides, and you'll just keep working round until you finish. So I'll just finish this row. This is where we check that I've skipped the right number of stitches. It's always a bit scary when you're working in the round and you do this. Yay. So to finish the round, you just slip stitch into that first stitch, or you can sew it if you prefer. So there are my first two joined motifs.